All right, what's up? Welcome to the Gossip Intellectual Podcast with me, Royce Wynn, where we talk about sports, politics, entertainment. How are you? We're halfway through the winter. It's almost over. We had a good week in New York, 50-degree weather. Okay, everybody was moody. I don't know why. I got on the train. I was just like, where's all the smiling faces? The weather's nice. Why are you guys not happy? But I mean, the world is ending, so I could kind of understand. Everybody was a little moody on the train. It's winter. A lot of people have seasonal defects mentally when it's cold. That's why I was like, it's a little warmer. All right? We gonna be nice to each other today? No? Okay, cool. Well, I'll bring the smiles, the pleasantry. Yeah, man, you did it. Okay, it's Friday. It's Economic Blackout Friday, Economic Boycott Friday. I'm so excited about that. We'll get into that in a little bit. I've been drinking iced coffees, just trying to dial down the caffeine a little bit. Okay, there's enough to be a little anxious about and weary. So it's like, let me just get some ice with my caffeine drink. Right? I was gonna say the Aina. That's like Aina for people who work. So I gotta get back to matcha. I gotta do it. I've been sleeping okay. I had some rough nights. Had some good ones. Overall, still pretty good. Sleep is a thing. Sleep in relationships. People haven't quite figured out. You can do research on that forever. Okay, there needs to be a sleeping relationship person in the cabinet. Since we just throwing any type of person in the cabinet, we just making up positions. Where's the sleeping relationship expert in the cabinet? Okay, they don't care about your health. Okay, they don't care about your happiness. All they care about is themselves. So that's why I'm happy. For economic boycott, it's come to a head. So yeah, man, I hope you're sleeping well. Let it go. You'll figure it out the next day. Don't overthink it. That's coming from an overthinker. And, I was watching a Queen Latifah quote. She was like, it's not that serious. At the end of the day, most of it's not that serious. If it is life and death, wish you the best for that. Pray through it. But I was watching that old Jim Carrey interview where he was like, none of this matters. Remember we all thought it was crazy? Now you're kind of like, you know what? Does this really matter? What is the point of it all? That's why I love doing this podcast. I'm like, I'm here to give whatever I got, whatever I've accumulated mentally. And when it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go. And this will be the Royce files. I know the Epstein files are much worse. My files hopefully will be positive and give you something. Little something. That's all you can leave, right? Outside of that, that's it. Still single. Trying to figure that out. I don't have much to say about that. But just making progress every day. Just a little bit here and there. Improving a little bit here and there. And that's always exciting. Had my third show with my my live show, and that went well. That was fun. I had some people I've known for a while on the show, so it was fun hanging out with them and getting off a live show. And everybody had a good time. And I was just thinking, like, we all brought our different energies to the show: the performers, the audience, the venue, the vibe, and it created like an hour and a half of happiness. So don't doubt your energy. Spread your energy around. It's impactful. I feel like sometimes my energy is too, I don't know. I never go unnoticed. What is it? Is it better to be feel invisible, or is it better to be noticed? Everybody wants to be heard, right? Every day, it's a homeless man in my face. Hey. He just want to be heard. He just want to be noticed. But sometimes I'm like, I don't want to be noticed. Stop looking at me. What are you looking at? So what's better, right? Famous people, they're wearing shades. They don't want to be noticed, but they're famous. That's what everybody wants to be. So what is it better to be noticed or unnoticed? Or I guess it's just a good balance, right? I'm in this business. I want to be noticed. I want to be seen. I want to be somewhat famous, not too famous. But you can't have it without, it comes with other stuff. People are going to notice you. People are going to be weird. It's going to get weird. So that's how it is. You got to figure out what you want. All right? Write down what you want. What really makes you happy? I don't think most people really think about it. They're just like, I think I want this. I think I want that. Well, what do you really want? All right? Relationship-wise, money-wise, health-wise. What really makes you happy? I always say it's the little things. You have to have a lot to get to the little. That's how I look at it. But I don't know. I don't got to figure it out. I'm just a man talking to his phone. Talking to his phone instead of myself for once. Doing a little bit better with fighting my thoughts. Like sometimes I'm just numb myself as much as possible. Like music, podcasts. And I'm like, you know what? Just sit in the silence. Sit with it. And doing better. You get on the train, everybody's looking down, everybody's on their phone. Sometimes I just turn everything off and I just look around, take it all in. And that lasts about 3 minutes. And then I go back to the music. Thinking about some girl I like. But trying to focus on self more. Not so much on the women. Right? With Instagram, social media, it's so hard. They're in your face all day long. I was like, I got to change up my algorithm. It's just woman dancing to Drake. Or who else? Kendrick's in there too. Some other songs too. But it's a horny world. That's the world we're in. We're in the horny version of America. It's like, I forgot what they're called. Whatever. Golden ages, and then this is the horny ages, the numbing ages. That's the ages we're in. All right. But people have risen up from the gas, the smoke, and we're like, we're not going to stand for this anymore. And I love it. Because I'm just like, the power of the people. The economic boycott is here. Finally, we did it. We should have been done it, but it took a while. So let's talk about that. We're doing the economic boycott for numerous reasons, deservingly so. All the reasons are valid. Some people are just like, the billionaires are just taking advantage of us. They are. Okay. I tweeted the other day, everybody's taking pay cuts but billionaires. Isn't that weird? They're making more money, but somehow we're about to go into a recession and people are getting fired. Like I said, I live in New York. There's homeless people everywhere. But billionaires somehow seem to be making more. Is that fair? Is that a healthy America? Why are people getting shot in broad daylight? I don't know, because people are starving and people can't get normal health care for stuff. And now they're talking about taking away Medicaid, Medicare, okay? And you see these racist people talking about you guys are buying too many snacks and sneakers, okay? Which is straight propaganda. All types of people use those services. Somebody was talking about the elderly use those services. You got boomers taking care of the elderly, or now it's like X and millennials taking care of the elderly people and their family. It's assistance. It's assisting you. Being a starving artist in New York, people use it. I've used it, okay? For, you starting out, you come here with nothing, Just trying to get on your feet, get that stuff or whatever. So it's not just all these people just grifting and these bums hanging off of Medicare and Medicaid, and most people need it. I forgot the numbers, but look it up. Okay, not everybody was born rich and given a bunch of money to start a business or or start their career. Okay, people have to take regular jobs, work their way up, have their expertise. It was a lady from Shark Tank, and she was just saying she'd rather hire the middle class kid because that's the kid that had to work at a restaurant, get coffee spilled on them, get yelled at, you know, maybe get fired, find another job, sleep on somebody's couch for a while, sleep in their parents' basement for a second. She was like, the rich kids, you know, everything's set up for them. They've got all the connections, and yeah, they worked, but they didn't have to work or struggle like that. So it's just like, why are you cutting away people's assistance to save money for tax breaks for the rich? Economic boycott. It's time. Okay? And people are saying one day it's not going to do anything. Yes, it is. And do you know how much money they're going to lose if people stop spending money in a day? Okay, I know some business owners. One day of bad sales hurts a lot. Okay, they got to pay for a lot of stuff. Okay? So it makes a difference. And this is just the beginning. This is a warning. This is a warning shot. Bow. Okay? You're going to be hurt a little bit today. This is to let you know we're not playing with y'all. And I love that it's at the end of February. It's like, what did you do Black History Month? We stood up for DEI, was one of the other reasons, okay? Because of Target rolling back to DEI. Oh, we care about you guys. We care about black people. Actually, we care about money. Well, you know what? We care about black people. We care about ourselves. So we're boycotting. We're not going into your store. Hope you're losing money. Listen, all these guys are thinking about is the number. So if the numbers are going down, they're going to get worried. Okay, why did they do DI in the first place? For the numbers, for the money. Okay, boycotts help. We just had the actors boycott. Okay, they got what they wanted. All right, it went on for a while. What else happened? The truck drivers. I think it was UPS. Amazon as well. I don't know how that ended. But everybody's got a boycott because these people have the money and they're sitting on yachts thinking you have no power. You have a lot of power. Okay, same with these politicians, man. They make moves based off of what you do. If they don't feel like you're going to pressure them, it's not going to work. All right, I was watching Don Lemon this morning talking about the bus boycott. Okay, things happen when you boycott. So I think this is a great start. It's a great way to end February, Black History Month. I'm down for that. I will suffer for that. Now I was like, they're like, don't spend any, don't use your card. I don't know if I can participate in that. Everybody's got cash on them. Did everybody go to the bank yesterday? But anyway, I said this on TikTok. Even if not everybody participates, if a good amount of people participate, they're gonna see that. Okay, and if you participate in other ways, they're gonna see that. So yeah, I'm down for that. Whatever else we're doing, I saw a list of different days. I'm doing that. Don't buy nothing off of Amazon. Okay. So some people are saying it's a good thing that Trump is here because the worse it gets, it makes people move. And I'm just like, maybe so. Whatever it is. I think we were going this way anyway. It was going to time. But I think, yeah, with Trump, just the anger, the low vibration, everybody just feeling just like, we're not standing for this anymore. I wonder if the MAGA got involved though. That would be amazing if MAGA is down with it, because you guys are getting hit the most. All right, your healthcare is getting taken away. You know, the rich states, California, New York, the big cities. Um, they're not going to get hit as hard. But y'all farms, y'all jobs are getting taken away the most. So you should join the boycott. Don't be in the comments on what do you think a little boycott is going to do. It's going to do a lot. Small things turn into big things. You got to start somewhere. Okay, so I like this start. I'm for it 100%. Okay, spread the story, spread the energy. It catches on fast, and these people are watching. And they got big egos. They care about money. They care about doing numbers. They will bend so fast. You don't know how weak these people are. They are cowards. They've had it easy. They're sitting in their high rises hoping you don't revolt. Why do you think they're building bunkers? You think they're building bunkers because they're not scared? They're building bunkers because they knew a revolution was coming because they play too much. Stop playing with people's lives. Okay? The economic boycott is here. I love it. Finally, we did something. During the pandemic, people marched for George Floyd. But yeah, economic boycott, mind, body, and soul. I don't care. Whatever we got to do. We need to do it for rent, too. Rent boycott needs to be next. In New York, I'm like the subway boycott. The subways are ridiculous. Effed over every other day. The amount of times I've been stuck on the subway for no reason, and it's because nobody's pressuring them to be better. And then they still raise the prices. And, the only thing you can do is jump the turnstile or walk through the door and not pay. But at the end of the day, we need more than that to revolutionize. So, economic boycott, super happy for that. I hope more people get on board. I hope more stories come out of that. I hope the timelines are flooded with that information. And t-shirts and everything. I'm with the economic boycott crew. If you got an economic boycott line, I want it. Okay. So this is a non-violent. Okay, everybody was like, Luigi went about it the wrong way. Well, we're going about it the right way. We're just not going to buy from y'all. Okay. Because let's be honest, making people suffer and become sick and not be able to get help is violent. That's a violence on people. That's a negligence. That's a way to have no heart. And it doesn't have to be that way. So, shout out to whoever started it. I guess it was I read it was some grassroots organizations that put it together. But I love it. Love it. Okay, so the incompetence of Elon Musk continues. I was just thinking in my head, like, working for the federal government is like being in The Sopranos. Like, you don't know when you're going to go missing, when you're not going to have a job or be around anymore. So Elon Musk is just up there being the ghost president, holding cabinet meetings and just getting rid of stuff. All right. He actually accidentally got rid of USAID and the people looking over Ebola. Listen, guys, we're gonna make mistakes and we will correct them. It's like, oh, so you think it's okay to just accidentally fire a bunch of people ahead of Ebola? All right. Okay. Listen, I'm living right now like we're back in the pandemic. I'm just like, any day it can happen to me. I'm ready to go. I might be right behind Gene Hackman. I'm glad he made the 95 salute to Gene Hackman. But I've accepted this. This is wild times. I'm glad it's just me on my futon. Like I said, the Royce Files is all you get. Then top air traffic controllers. They don't have expert air traffic controllers. And he sent out a post like, if you want to come back and work, you can come back and work. It's like, this how you running your efficient agency? That's efficient to you? Is just sending out tweets? Yes, it's a tweet. So you never know what that guy is gonna do next. So I just saw with them taking away Medicare and Medicaid, so what they're saying is, with them getting to $2 trillion, and the way they're making cuts, they can't do it without getting rid of Medicare and Medicaid. They're asking people, are you going to get rid of Medicare and Medicaid? They're jumping around the questions. They're going to get rid of Medicare and Medicaid. And it's for Elon and his trillionaire buddies. They're already up billions. They're up billions trying to get to trillions to do what? To do what? What do you need with trillions of dollars? Okay, you would feel great if you gave that to people to maybe stop homelessness. Can people live decent lives? Okay, I remember watching a Ben and Jerry's? I think Ben and Jerry's. I know they gave people stock. But it was this other guy, and he was like, we worked for a company. Everybody got paid fairly. We were able to live decent lives. Everybody worked hard, and the company thrived. It doesn't have to be this idea of people having so much and then people having so little. That's how people get shot in the street. And people not even be able to take care of health problems. Like, the chances of you being born without any type of health problems is like a miracle. You're like a super miracle baby if you don't have anything wrong with you. Okay? So it's so violent to know that you can't get health care for something you might have been born with. This violent world, it's just stress, something you're going to accumulate over time. It's crazy. All right. Positive podcast today. Anyway, just, heads up on that. They don't even want you getting assistance. Elon Musk is a hater with billions. How are you that hard of a hater with billions? That don't make no sense. You got all the money in the world, right? You out here smashing influencers. And you still mad at everybody else for getting a little bit of assistance. You got all the assistance. You got assistance over assistance. And you mad at everybody else. Hater. All right, that's why he wears all black. He's just stuck in the dark. Angry men. Angry men running the world. And then, as usual, we have the rich blacks, the entertainers. The talented, the gifted, selling us out. Floyd Mayweather saying Trump is the greatest president of all time. We need to economic boycott them as well. All right. What is it? It's always usually it's rappers. We kind of give a pass. It's like, all right, well, you're done. Unless it's like a rapper that really means something to us, like a Kendrick Lamar. Snoop Dogg hurt. But other ones were just like, well, you're dumb anyway. I just listen to your music when I'm cleaning, trying to get to where I'm going. Tiger Woods. We didn't really know where he stood anyway. It was just like, what is Tiger doing? Where are you? But we do remember when Tiger got into trouble, okay? They lit his ass up. He lost everything. They said he'll never win again, right? Now you're in the White House. Happy to be here, guys. I'm honored. I'm honored to be here. Um, so I kind of like where we're going. Uh, we're not as excited, and we're kind of devaluing celebrity, and we're just like we're taking it into our hands. All right, we're spreading information with ourselves. TikTok is here to stay. Looks like that deal is going to be done despite Trump trying to tariff China. For real, China, that's what you should do. You should just if you take away TikTok, if you want to see a revolution in the United States, forget tariff for tariff. Just take away TikTok. We don't have an app that we could take away from them. What app can the United States take away from TikTok? I mean, from China. I don't think that is there anything that we have that we could take away from China, like app wise, that they really the Chinese. I don't think so. They like us on their app. They're like, please, Americans, don't leave TikTok. Y'all are so funny. What was I talking about? Oh, that's all I'm saying. So oddly, the people are coming together and not depending on people higher up. It's like, if y'all want to come along with us, y'all can. But at the end of the day, we're going to do what we need to do. So oddly, during the worst presidency, Floyd Mayweather, the worst presidency of all time, the people are coming together. We're not going to listen to Stephen A. Smith. Let's see what he's doing. We're watching what he's doing. Okay? We're seeing what he's doing. It's not helping. It's not making any sense. We've seen enough. Immediately no. What do you mean? Let's see where he's going with this. We're saying where he's going. Okay? He went left. He went the wrong way already. Okay? Google Maps, he didn't listen. All right? So I like that. I mean, everything is going independent. We're sharing news. We're sharing information. And, we're just making our own little communities. And, like I said last week, I think as culturally, we're looking to people that aren't as famous. My favorite podcast, Higher Learning. Don Lemon. Nobody cares about the famous people saying stupid stuff over and over again. Right? Actually, if you say the wrong thing, they're getting you out of here. Now, sometimes it's just people overreacting. Obviously, people are looking for reasons to take people down. It's just human nature. But sometimes it's warranted. and it's nice to see. It's nice to see the people are coming together. I think Kendrick Lamar started it with the Super Bowl, and then everybody's like, "Yeah, you know what? Let's turn the TV off." All right, they fired Joy Reid. They pissed us off with that. All right. So I'm trying to get the full story behind that, because Angela Rye said she had good numbers. Then people are saying the lady that did the firing is not the nicest person to black people, period. But then they said the stories have been MSNBC saying she didn't have the numbers, but people are like, the numbers with cable are down. Period. I know my generation, like, we don't watch the show, but we watch the clips from the show and we follow her. But yeah, we're not. Nobody from my generation is. I mean, I don't know. I can't say that. At night, I don't think we watch news at night. We might turn it on in the morning, see what's going on. But yeah, most of us are getting news from social media. Social media is way faster. X is the best for news right now, unfortunately. But that's changing too. Okay, people leaving X, going to Threads, going to Blue Sky. Um, so I feel like they should take digital stuff into account with in terms of numbers. It's like, is that the only way y'all can get money is through advertising dollars? Change the model. Everybody's streaming now. Anyway, put ads on the information on social media. I don't know. Either way, people are angry and they're like, this is who we like. If you take away who we like, then we're going to come back at you and we're going to criticize you. And that's what I like. So, shout out to the end of February. We went out. I like how we ended February with nice weather and a boycott. How about that? Okay, so the big news yesterday was supposed to be the Epstein files. They're like, we're going to release the information because MAGA is the conspiracy theorist party. This is a bunch of people who think they can run the government. You know, you have the couch, the coach dads on the coaches on the couch watching the NBA. Like, I could coach the team better. That's who MAGA is. MAGA's all they're like, I could run the government better than how to run it. This is what happened anyway. Right? So they said they're going to release the Epstein files. This is the second time in like the past 6 months there's supposed to be some crazy Epstein files information. Nobody cared. I saw some of the names. I was like, wow. It's a lot of people going to Epstein Island. But you don't know what for. You don't know the information. And it wasn't anything brand new. So everybody was like, this information was already available. We talked about this already 3 years ago. Then they're saying the binders that they gave to the 5 MAGA influencers weren't even real. They had nothing in them. So was it Laura Loomer that was pissed off? Somebody was pissed off. Well, MAGA in general was pissed off. They're like, you didn't give us the conspiracy. This is why we voted you, so you could tell us the conspiracies that are going on behind closed doors. And you're not giving us the conspiracies. Then a letter was released that Pam Bondi sent Kash Patel. Like, why are you holding off on the rest of the files? There's thousands of more files. You gave us one file. So the Epstein files were nothing. It was the no Steam files. And people were like, we're never going to get the real information because Epstein was Trump's homie. So they was doing crimes together on the island. All right. YG's on the island, young girls on the island. So I don't know. We're waiting to get more information on that. Will we ever get anything explosive? Will people even care? There's just stuff everywhere now. Nobody knows what to believe. Nobody cares about anything. Nobody knows where to go for the right information, which is a problem. Who has the right information? Who do we go to give us the right stuff? The AP's getting kicked out of the government for influencers and podcasters. Like, who do we trust for anything? Everything's a scam. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'm just a man on my couch. So then, craziness. Andrew Tate, the Tate brothers, we put pressure, came from Romania yesterday on a private jet to Florida by Trump. People are like, Trump don't like immigrants, but he's bringing in Andrew Tate. Okay. So this guy is from the manosphere. I saw some videos today. I wasn't sure if it was AI or not. He was just, talking about beating up women and all types of crazy stuff. And this guy has a chokehold on young men. And just looking, you know what? He's like a gang leader. Misguided, misinformed men are listening to this guy who's, alpha male, alpha male who's yelling at a screen, smoking cigars. That's a man, right? With his shirt off, talking about how to control women and make women subservient. So that's a guy that got expedited to the U.S. Ron DeSantis was like, no. I didn't know anything about this. I don't know why this guy is coming here. So then a video popped up that I saw yesterday where he was like, I know the Trumps. I've talked to Barron. We're cool. That's bad. Barron should not be talking to this guy. If I'm Melania, I'm like, you talking to who? Absolutely not. Okay? Yes, I had to deal with your father to make it in life, but you're not going to be like your dad. All right. It's in his blood, okay? No matter how you raise him, he's got that Trump misogyny in his veins. So that's just weird. Okay, let's wait and see what he does. What are you talking about, Stephen A. Smith? He's bringing Andrew Tate from Romania. Does that sound normal to you? Okay, was Biden bringing in predators from... Now, I will say, I think the case was dismissed or whatever. And I remember when it first came out, it did seem hard to prove. But in general, the way the guy talks and acts doesn't seem like a safe person, a good person to be put on a pedestal by the president of the United States. But of course, Trump denies, I know nothing about that. Who? Andrew Tate, you say? We'll look into that. So he said he's never heard of this guy. But obviously, if you believe real reporting, they said they had dealings with this guy and put pressure on Romania to get this guy to the United States to do what. Now, if this guy ends up in government, Stephen A. Smith, I think it's time to panic a little bit. There's another rumor going around. They're thinking about hiring UFC fighters to be in Secret Service. It's just, everything is just wacky and wild right now. So yeah, I don't know why this guy is here. Some people are saying they used it to distract from the Epstein files debacle. I don't know. But that's wild. Like that guy should not be the face of America. We're talking about being the face of the NBA. Who is the face of America right now? That's what we need. We need a good face of America. All right. I wish this guy was more like Anthony Edwards and didn't want to be the face of anything. You would think after being charged with heinous crimes like that, you'd be silent and quiet and just go away somewhere and chill. But no, these people just never stop talking. They can't fill that hole in the inside of something that happened to them in their childhood. They have to constantly out here be doing stuff. So why the hell is Andrew Tate in America is the question. If Trump didn't want him here, how'd he get here on a private jet? He paid for the private jet just to come to Florida and hang out? He's got a room in Mar-a-Lago. That's why he came here. So that's exciting. All right. Let's talk about White Lotus and we'll end the episode. Just real quick, I want to apologize to J. Cole. Clouds is fired. That last verse I love. Calling out what I've just been talking about, the billionaires taking advantage and just leaving the world or the country in complete turmoil, overall the world too, just so they can make more dollars. No humanity. He talked about losing his confidence a little bit and getting it back and realizing his purpose and keeping your dreams alive. So that hit home for me. And then just, where we're going, man, with AI and losing connection and We need artists, man. We need the people that think outside the box. We need the people that see the world in a different way. It's so funny how everybody's just propping comedians up on such a high pedestal. It's funny. I'm like, I got thrown into that too a little bit. I was like, you guys, I took one political science class. I'm not like a master political person. Politics is pop culture now. Trump made politics pop culture. So, and then the jokes write themselves. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything because of grifters and influencers. Influencers are politicians now. So, I was saying, yeah, with artists and, our point of view, just helps people make sense of it all. And sometimes it's so good that people are just like, you guys should run for office. It's like, unless you want government to start at 12 o'clock and get shut down, you don't want artists running the office, okay? We wake up late, but then we get it and then we digest it and then we put it back out in a way that you can enjoy, the how to look at the world and maybe help you heal a little bit. So apologies to J. Cole. And we don't want AI here. We want the artists to stay. And, it's a constant fight as artists to get paid fairly. So speaking of great art, White Lotus. Great show. Episode 2 happened. And still a lot of setups. So who's the Walter Goggins, Baby Billy, and his girlfriend? They had a little scene, little cute scene, and she was on top of him. Little nudity, right? And sometimes I feel bad because everybody's so hot now on all these shows. I'm trying to look up the cast. That's what I'm looking at on my computer right now. Her name is Amy something. Amy Lou Wood. She plays Chelsea. Walter Goggins' name is Rick. You're so old and grumpy, Rick. You need to relax. You're stressed. So yeah, he's in shape. Her body was glistening. But they're doing their job, guys. Right? But I'm seeing more girls and dudes be like, I love this couple. Oh my God, I'm in love with them. I'm just like, this is a toxic ass couple. He's mean to her and rude all the time, and she's with him just because he has money. Like, why y'all so in love with this couple? But, they played their characters so well, and they had the little intimate scenes so well that people fell in love with it. So it's just good acting, So they're trying to figure out he's there, and the husband of the lady that's running the little the place that they're at, the getaway place where everybody's getting therapy or whatever. So he's got a little scheme going on. Then they met another couple with the same type of situation, young girl, older guy, and he was in the last one, and he schemed on Jennifer Coolidge and got Jennifer Coolidge offed. So we're trying to see how that builds. Then everybody's talking about the 3 older girlfriends. Every time one leaves, they gossip about the other one, and you find out their real problems. And everybody's like, these are backstabbing bitches. Just talk about each other. And everybody's like, I don't want no friends like that, but I love watching friends like that because it's tea. Right? So, yeah, I like them. Carrie Coon, that seems to be the one that's struggling the most. But then they had like the lady playing the actress. She's like a famous actress out of the 3 friends. She's like dating somebody 10 years younger than her, and like she's so into like her body and being healthy and all that. And so the friends was like, she's so vain. And then the other one, that was supposed to be kind of like the loser of the group. Like, she went through a divorce. She had to pay, like, her husband a bunch of alimony. And then she was just as healthy as the actress one. So the actress one was like, her ego was a little hurt, but she tried to pretend like she wasn't. Then Natasha Rothwell, she's supposed to be learning how to become a better masseuse. And it's like the little Thai dude, right? Small. He was very polite. He was like, we will massage each other. Like, it didn't seem like he was hitting on her at all. He was like, you will learn and I will learn from you. And he's like, just very friendly, very like nice guy. You know people that they're just so calm and nice and just they seem fragile and just like, I want to protect this person. I know I can talk to this person about anything. They won't judge me at all. That's the type of vibe that this guy had. And then when she was supposed to massage him, he came out ripped. He looked like a little UFC fighter. He had like his 6-pack chest. He was like, are you ready? Very polite. And Belinda was like, So I think they're going to smash. So that's what it looks like. So that'll be interesting. Natasha Rothwell was on the red carpet. She was like, you got to pay to see me naked. So, maybe that was a hint. So maybe she's doing her first nude scene. And then the creepy older brother, Arnold Schwarzenegger's son, Patrick Schwarzenegger. What was he into? He's just still hitting on everybody and drinking protein shakes. Just being that hack, kind of annoying white dude that works in finance. And then the dad, he got something going on, some type of scandal, right? So he's pissed because he helped somebody out, and now he's about to go down, and the dude was panicking on the phone. So it's a lot going on in a place of peace. Okay. Everybody's supposed to be getting massages and relaxed, and it's a lot of mess going on. So shout out to White Lotus 2. Great show if you want to just watch something that helps you get away. And it's just fun and funny and awkward and watching people that are a mess. The mom is always high on whatever she's taking, and she was rude to like some lady that knew her from like 10 years ago. The lady from the 3 girlfriends tried to say hi to her, and she was like very standoffish. She was rude as hell. So that's building too. She took a shot at actresses. So we'll see. But White Lotus, great show. If you haven't started it, you'll breeze through it. This is only the 3rd season. You can catch up quick. But yeah, one of my favorite shows. Yeah, I think that's one of the best escape shows. Like, it's hard for me to watch heavy stuff at this time in my life. I'm just like, I'm trying not to take in heavy stuff. America's heavy enough. Just existing is heavy enough. So when I sit down to watch something, I want something to take me on vacation, and this is taking me on vacation. Nobody Wants This was nice too. That was a fun little show. And the actor said, he was like, everybody loves the show because it's just, you don't have to think about anything. You just have fun and watch it. All right, so I hope you have fun watching or listening to me, and I hope you enjoy your weekend, man. Enjoy this weather. It's going to get cold again if you're on the East Coast in New York, and smile. And, bring good energy to other people. Right? Don't be like those people that I was on the train with. All right, have a great day. Peace. Take care of yourself. Bye.